Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 17. I'm Andy and this is Let's Play on Hof Bergmann episode 95, I think? Or 96? 95. 95, I think 95. We'll go with 95 just in case. So, I usually say this as the last point of the episode, but I'll start with it this time. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit like button, leave a comment or share. Share, not insomnia and share, as in share. I guess that's the problem. Nowadays, if I make a reference like insomnia and share, a lot of people won't even know what I'm meaning. Maybe my audience will know exactly what I'm meaning, but a lot of young people today have no idea what that is. Or maybe I'm just completely wrong. Maybe all the young people out there have exactly this like really rock solid clue of knowledge of who Sonny and Cher is, and what they did musically and that sort of stuff, or not, maybe not, I don't know. I always find it interesting that if you look at for instance rappers, they tend to have like follow a specific, actually maybe not just rappers, musicians or music composers is the word I'm looking for, tend to have some sort of system. That's wrong. System is weird wording. They do tend to follow some, not a set sort of standard, but that's not true either. But they tend to follow a certain kind of development line. So for a while you knew the rappers, some of the more established rappers, they were doing their thing, and then suddenly they started bringing music and classical music into everything, and for me that was like, okay, so they discovered classical music. That's interesting and good. Just one of those things I think about. Well, my brain works weird sometimes. Sometimes I really don't understand how my brain works. Or am I just, I don't know, I'm just over exaggerating stuff. So we're gonna do, actually gonna go on here. As soon as this part over to the left there is filled up, we're gonna go and drive maybe and we'll go down here and we'll do this lane from the beginning so we'll get a double. That's one of the things I find I'm reading actually as we're getting closer and closer to FS19 being released. I'm actually more anticipating it and being more and more curious of how things will work. And one of the things I'm curious about is fertilization and pest control, which is implemented somehow, not probably like the soil mod for FS15 was, which I really miss for FS17. I don't think it's sad that that's not around, but no, next one I think. So that's one of the things I miss about FS15 soil mod. There's no stuff equivalent for FS17. But what was my line of thought here? So oh yeah. Anyway, so the thing about the implementation of that in FS19 is I'm curious of how it will work and how it will look, and if it's if you can do it once or you need to do it several times during the growth cycle, and if the same with fertilization, you need to do it several times more than these stepwise things are weird to me. So they're like a percentage of something more that way. But I don't know. I have no idea about these things. So I just drive around my tractor here. But I am excited about the fact that they have what's the word I'm looking for? My brain is not working today. John Deere equipment now. And interesting. I saw somewhere they don't have class. They don't. Maybe the FS17 doesn't have class either, by default. But the mods out there. And there's some cool class tractors which should be implemented, I think. But that's then license agreements and that sort of stuff, which I have no clue about. Luckily, I'm not a game developer. I'm not a developer at all. I'm a social service guy, person, people, something. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. What am I saying? So I'm just working away. What else? I'm just looking forward to FS19. When this is out, there's a few days left. Actually, I suddenly I can't do that because I have a ton of stuff booked on the 20th. Not a ton, but I have a few stuff booked on the 20th. But otherwise, I would love to just take the day off work and just check FS19 out and see what it is and maybe release some videos on it. But that won't happen because I have to work. Which is fair. Work is good. I don't mind. A lot of people that play these games, I don't know how they do it. Don't they have work? Find it interesting. Seems like people don't have work. I'm just curious. I have no idea why. But so I do this on my spare time. Which is, I mean, actually, I'm just combining this and my love for playing games, so it doesn't take much effort to do this. Luckily. This episode is gonna be kind of short. The reason why it's short because I need to start making food for my kids. Just in a second or so. Here. To get this a little bit over here, I think. Over here. Somewhere. I think that's enough. Okay, so actually I was sort of worried that it wouldn't last, that we wouldn't have enough fertilizer to do this, but it actually did. Turned out pretty nice. The person you're hearing in the background is my daughter, by the way. Ja, inte nu kan jag inte göra det. Jag kan inte göra det nu. Jag kan inte göra det nu, jag håller på att spela in. She wanted to change the band-aids on her finger. She got a paper cut. Paper cut is the worst. That's slightly over. Of course, the worse wounds than paper cuts. Much worse wounds than paper cuts, actually. Paper cuts doesn't kill you usually, but it's really painful. So, God, my daughter is making the most annoying sound. I don't know if she's in a good mood or bad mood. She actually, I went to get fetch them at school, and I was fine and dandy. I just got them, and they always used to want to go on the swing outside. So they went on the swing, and then suddenly my daughter fell off. I don't know if she fell off it, but she fell into sort of a wet gravel pool of water stuff on the ground, and she got her pants wet and a sweater, and she was like devastated, and she wanted to change everything down. I was like, well, let's just go home and do it at home. I said, no, I don't want to. And then everything was a big hassle, and I mean a big hassle. I was like, oh, the walk back to my car was excruciatingly long. You know, filling it up. So my idea is that this is a really great way to do this, but I don't have enough fields to fill up this a lot of time, so. Put this over here, I think. Oh, sorry. My bad. put that there. I can go and do something else with this tractor. So that wasn't a very long drive actually. I went pretty fast. Did pretty much everything today on this episode. Let's see, we'll go and check on maybe on a wool maybe, see how that's doing. So much equipment. I'm trying to figure out how to do with everything when FS19 goes live. Maybe I should just sell everything on this. Well, I'll sell everything and I'll keep a note of it somewhere where how much money I had. And then, hopefully, if Hof Bergmann comes out to FS19, which I'm really hoping it will, then we can go and... What are we going to do here? Oh, the wool, sorry. Hopefully it will, and then when it does that, I can just transfer the money into that game and go play with it. Because that would be pretty awesome. 50%. I have a few of these over here. Need to empty this maybe somehow. Maybe with, say, a Volvo, maybe. So need to take out the trash and maybe go and get some slurry from the houses, and there's lots of things to do. But I'm not going to do that on this episode. This is a short episode. I'm sorry about that. Could make it probably much longer, but I need to go and start the food. Need to go and start the food for the kids, so that's the way it is. Can't do much about that. Do that. Bring out these kegs of butter. I think one of those is like $4 grand. A lot of money in these. Which I don't know. It seems like over exaggerating the amount of money you get from a keg of butter. I don't think you would get that sort of that amount of money at least from a keg of butter. But hey, I could be wrong. Who knows about these things? I have no idea. So cotton is included in FS19. That will be interesting. I'll sure will be interesting to see how that works, and if yeah, just interesting in how it will work, basically. That's the way. Watch one. Oh, that was hard. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm really tired, and I need to go make food, and I'm stressed about that, and I find that I should probably have not even started recording this episode. Or I should have. I have no idea, but I have, and I should stop talking and just go do the other stuff I need to go. And we'll see. We'll probably put another few episodes on Hof Bergmann Reloaded onto the channel before we have before it's time to for FS19 to be introduced. And probably I don't know if I'll make a bunch of episodes in the beginning, or if I'll check it out first and then make episodes. We'll see. I haven't decided. Anyway, I'm gonna stop recording there and stop talking. So I'm Andy. Have a great day, everyone. See you soon. And as I said in the beginning, if you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit like button, leave a comment, or share. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.